Phillies reliever Jose Alvarado has been suspended 80 games for performance-enhancing drugs. Major League Baseball statement stated that it was exogenous testosterone, meaning that he was likely subjected to a blood test and his testosterone came back at supraphysiological levels. From what my understanding is, based on my following of bodybuilders and also being on estrogen hormone therapy, the normal level for somebody who is not taking exogenous testosterone is anywhere from 250 to 1,000 nanograms per deciliter. I am not a doctor. This is not any sort of medical advice, but don't take steroids. There's consequences. Alvarado stated that it was a weight loss drug that caused him to test positive. So something like a Manjaro, an Ozempic, one of those GLP-1s. I don't really understand how you confuse testosterone for Ozempic. Now, yes, testosterone can help you lose weight because when your body runs on testosterone, it is easier to lose weight, and your metabolism is a little bit faster. But there's a relatively big difference between a weight loss drug and a steroid or testosterone. Now, there are exceptions to Major League Baseball's performance-enhancing drug policy. Adderall is a banned substance, but players with a valid prescription and ADHD medication for it can take it. But I don't believe that Ozempic is a banned substance. I don't know why it would be, but yeah, it's just a thing. 80 games is the minimum suspension when a player is popped for a performance-enhancing drug test. That is for a first offense. A second offense is 162 games, also known as a full season, and a third offense is a lifetime exclusion from the game, which, based on Rob Manfred's discussion the other day, means that it is a lifetime exclusion from the game, so you would be reinstated upon your death. Just an interesting note there. Players do have the right to ask for the backup sample. They take an A and a B sample of urine and blood to test. Players have the right to appeal based on things like chain of custody and everything, as the tests are done essentially through to the same standards that you would expect for a court of law test if you were in drug court. The other issue for this punishment for the Phillies is, should they make the playoffs, Alvarado will not be eligible to make the playoffs. Anybody who has gotten a performance-enhancing drug suspension during that season is ineligible for the playoffs, no matter what the reason. They can't even come in as an injury replacement, which is rather unfortunate because he's their closer. You want to have a closer, so they're going to have to do something to figure out their closer for the next 80 games till about game 125, and they'll also have to figure out something to do for the playoffs. When a Major League Baseball player is suspended, they do forfeit their right to pay for those games. So take his 162 game salary and subtract 80 games from it. Now, Major League Baseball players don't get a game day check. They get paid probably every 2 weeks. But for each game, they get paid X amount of money, which is their contract divided up. So he just loses about 50% of his salary for the season, which actually just under 50. It's like 49.7 because it's 82 games or 81 games is half a season. So yeah. But it's really unfortunate when people do that, but I am grateful that Major League Baseball takes steroid use seriously.
And again, thank you for tuning into the videos. Don't forget that you can also see me on Patreon at Sammy5436, where it's $1 a month. I also am seeable on Instagram at Sammy5436. TikTok at Sammy5436. I'm on Blue Sky at Sammy5436, though I don't use that often. I believe I'm on Tumblr at Sammy5436, but I haven't used that in at least a year. And you can find me at my business email, thetrapezoidtalks5436 at gmail.com. Any information you need to send to those business emails will be looked at. I generally look at my business email on Wednesdays and Sundays, so just do be advised that I do not always have the ability to respond immediately, but if you do send an email to my business email, and as long as it's not offensive, I will respond if it's something I'm interested in with something positive, and if it's something I'm not interested in, I will thank you for your email and go ahead and say that there may be a future opportunity for us to collaborate if that's something you're interested in.